Do a quick video about 3 stars on war bases using a hybrid army. I'd had some trouble recently with these new bases. A lot of air attacks we were using, a lot of just go wipe particular raids. And what was going on is there was a lot of 2 stars, but really in war, what you're looking for is that 3 star to make sure that you can win the war. Those are the difference makers. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to share one of my raids that I had started to change, and this has worked for me in the last, I would say, 2 to 3 wars. I'm averaging about, 6 stars now that I've actually changed my comp layout a little bit. So before I get it started, no one had attacked this base, but one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to show my troop composition. So I did 2 archers, 6 wall breakers, 9 wizards, 22 level 5 hog riders, which are maxed, 2 golems for level 4 at Town Hall 9, which are maxed for this per se this base. I also have the clan castle, which has a max golem in there, and then obviously my 2 heroes, which are pretty close to max for Town Hall 9. I've got 3 levels to go with the king and 1 more level with the archer queen, so they're pretty high leveled. I took 2 heal spells for the hogs, also 1 rage and 1 jump spell to get over these walls. It probably will hold me up a little bit because I only have 6 wall breakers, and the last thing you want everything to doing is running into a wall and sitting there pounding at the wall while the defense just pick them off. So I also got also brought a poison spell, and I wasn't sure what was going to be in the clan castle, so my guess was going to be either a dragon combination or like a lava, something to that effect. So I was prepared for it with the rage. So what I did is I looked over here on this side here. So I took from I guess I could go ahead and start it and show you. So my goal was to stick away from these defenses over here. And the reason I stayed away from the archer tower, the cannon, the whiz tower, the archer tower, the mortars, and the expo with the archer tower, there's a group right there. So if you really look at that group, there's 8 defenses right there. My goal was to get my hogs going that way, and 8 defenses being that close together, 1 heal spell can pretty much cover that entire area. So essentially I'm going to take out 8 defenses right away with 1 heal spell and probably lose minimal hogs. There's no bombs there, there's no spring traps there, there's really nothing there other than that barbarian king. But with a heal spell, he might hit maybe 1 or 2 of my hogs and take them out. But for the most part, I'm going to be okay in that situation. The key is getting the golems to go through, which is where that jump spell comes into play. So I'm going to go ahead and start the raid and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So I drop my golems, break through the wall with the wall breaker, get it started on the defense. My goal is to get everything locked onto the tanks, which are the golems, and bust open as many walls as I can. I clear the edges, so it's basically like a funnel type situation. My heroes aren't going to go left to right. Everything's going to funnel directly towards the archer queen, right to the center of that base. So I drop my queen, drop my king. Queen takes out the whiz tower pretty fast. Barb starts to go that way, or the barbarian king goes a little bit, but then he jumps back. So now I've got a group just heading directly into the base. I use my jump spell. I pushed them all towards that middle. A dragon, of course, pops out, which is fine. I was ready for it with my rage, a balloon, and a minion, or a wizard and an archer. So I drop my rage here in a second here. There it goes. Archer, queen, whiz, they take care of the CC really fast. So now I am in pretty much the middle of the base. My archer queen starts to drift a little bit outside. So she goes that way, which was okay because there's not really defense that way. The only thing she's got locked on her is that cannon and that mortar, but I believe it's still locked towards the center. But look at the center here. I have everything towards the middle. I've already taken out the expo. I've got a few little skeleton traps coming. So really the outside is pretty much covered from the queen all the way down to the whiz down here. the defense has all been destroyed. So really there's not a whole lot that's really going to stop me going around this, I guess you could say, the clockwise way. So there's a bomb. So now I drop my hogs up here at the top. Of course the Tesla pops up, but that's not a big deal. So now, as you can see, this is what I was talking about. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defenses for the most part covered with all those hogs. The good news is the Barbarian King got distracted down toward the center. He actually has already been taken out by the Town Hall, so now my hogs are free to roam, and they're inside of a heal spell. So there's 22 of them dropped. They just completely destroy this group of defenses right here. Completely destroy it. So now they drop in. And this last heal spell, I kind of dropped it. It was a bad drop, in my opinion. But the good news is that that giant bomb did take out these a little bit, but they're going to heal up as they run back through. So it wasn't a terrible drop, but it wasn't probably the best. But you can see the Town Hall's already fallen. Everything has already been pretty much cleared out. I've still got max hogs over here. My golem is soaking up damage towards the middle. My queen went up top. There's no defense up there. She's going to clean up the outside. All the hogs take out all the defense going down. The archer tower is locked onto the golem. Clan castle's going down with the 2 wizards. Now it's just cleanup time. So this was a pretty good Town Hall 9. Ranked in the top 20. I mean, I'm not saying it was a overmatched Town Hall 9 by any means, but the key here was, the hogs being protected. Normal go wipe, everybody would have jumped in there, ran towards the center, got locked in on, the walls. They wouldn't have been able to cover it. They would have got picked off with the defense beat down. And that really wasn't the case. So this is like one of probably the second, third time I've used this attack. I'm still tweaking it, obviously, but that one worked out really well. So I wanted to share that with you guys to kind of show exactly how I'm starting to go about the war and change my strategy a little bit, because a typical go wipe, it just dies towards that center if you're not hybriding it. So definitely something to think about. I just wanted to show it for you guys. So it's 100%, and that, like I said, was on a Town Hall 20. So let me show you here. So it was definitely on a pretty high base. They only had 1, 2, 3, 4 more bases higher than it. And yeah, I mean, I did have some high heroes and things like that, but it's better to attack that and get that 3 stars than it is to go up here and get a 2-star on a 15, which was done by our number 11. So, it's just one of those strategies that has to be thought about. Don't just rush in there, get your 2 stars and think it's going to be okay. You want to go for those 3 stars, and you really want to make it worthwhile. So definitely just I want to share it, and I've got another one I'm going to share as well from the attack prior. I actually did number 24 down here. I know it's a little bit lower, but still I had a really good run with it, so I'm going to go ahead and share that one here in a second.